Another busy Saturday slate at the high school level as well. When the playoffs began a week ago, 4 local Division I teams were alive.
But Centerville, Springboro, they were both upset. Miamisburg couldn't pull off the upset at Moeller, so only one survived. The Wayne train rolled right through Elder, proving that loss to Centerville wasn't a warning sign, but just a blip on the radar.
Wayne and Dublin Kaufman tonight in Bell Fountain. Warriors beat the Shamrocks 31-10 in this game last year. First possession of the game, who else? Top 22 selection Tyree Kinnell picks off Gunnar Hoke, no relation to Brady, but the Warriors couldn't do anything with it. Later, Kaufman up 7-0. Dimitri Trice hits Chad Swanson right at the pylon. Wayne ties it up at 7. Same score, second quarter. Trice going up top to Ahmad Wagner. He keeps his balance on the play and rolls into the end zone for a 39-yard touchdown catch. Warriors take their first lead of the game, 14-7. It was tied at 14 at the half. Kaufman came out of the locker room strong. Drake Hendrick, 18-yard run, and the Rocks have a 21-14 lead. But that didn't last long. Very next play for Wayne, Trice hits Wagner on the slant. He uses those long strides, breakaway speed, 80 yards to the house. Wagner with 6 catches, 196 yards, and 3 touchdowns. The Wayne train gets tested, but advances with a 44-35 win over Kaufman. By the way, Dimitri Trice threw for 447 yards and 5 touchdowns in the win. And Wayne moving on to the regional semifinal against Lakota West, which beat Lakota East 52-27. Wayne and Lakota West played back in week 3. Warriors won a tight one, 34-29. Winner of that will play the winner of St. X and Moeller.
For the first time in school history, Greenview made the playoffs. The Rams came out on fire in their first postseason game. Now facing the region's top seed, Greenview needs a repeat performance to make the regional finals. Greenview and Cincinnati Hills Christian Academy met up in Centerville, and CHCA has a little drone plane flying over top of the field. You can see the lights lighting up right there, and you would actually need a drone to figure out what in the world happened here. Eagles pick up the first down on 3rd and 2. With a tip pass, Adam Baker hauls it in despite laying on the ground. Now on the very next play, Johnny Noyen runs it in from a yard out. That makes it 7-zip CHCA early in the second. Make that 14-0. Noyen dialing up long distance again to his go-to guy, Baker. And then later, it's John Allen getting the carry. He goes right up the middle, untouched to the house. Greenview would throw a pick to close out the half, but they fought back hard in the fourth quarter, made it interesting, but CHCA scored late to win 28-14.
Coldwater and Huron met last year in the regional final. That didn't go so well for the Tigers as the Cavs put it on them 60-13 as Coldwater marched on to a Division V state championship. But tonight, a chance for some redemption in the regional semifinal. Coldwater technically the lower seed, but that's only because of a loss to Marion Local. First drive of the night, the Brady Hoying show begins. The senior QB picks his way 11 yards out across midfield. And then Hoying pops it outside, rumbling another 16 yards, cutting back, and the Cavs are in business. And Hoying finishes off the drive, 14 yards to the house. Didn't take long, 7-0 Coldwater, 215 yards, 4 touchdowns for Hoying on the ground, another 150 and 1 touchdown through the air. And the D is stout again, nowhere for Kyle Kovac to go. Craig Schoenherr slings him down. Coldwater rolls again, 40-14. So Coldwater back in the regional final. The Cavs will get an undefeated Liberty Benton team for the right to move on to state. And so far, the only team to beat Coldwater this year, as you mentioned, is Marion Local. The Flyers continue to win and win big, posting shutouts in 4 of the last 5 games.
And Eric, you mentioned it. They keep churning out wins, 33 in a row. And this season, the 2 closest games have been 20-0 in favor of the Flyers.
Crazy.
Marion Local also beat Fort Recovery 48-19 in week 8 of the season. And that's the last time somebody scored on the Flyers since the 2nd week in October. Well, they met up in Wapakoneta. First quarter, it's top 22 selection J.C. Guttamuller getting the carry, fights his way for the 11-yard touchdown. Flyers up 7-zip. On the next Marion Local drive, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Guttamuller again gets the call, this time 16 yards out. That makes it 14-0 Flyers. Now we move to the second quarter, and it's the Flyers' Dustin Rethman airing it out, 15 yards to Kyle Homan, and that puts Marion Local up 21-0. Flyers never look back. They advance with a 35-0 win, just dominating again. Now to Division 7, Or staying in Division 7, rather, it's the 2 seed Lehman Catholic taking on the 6 seed Troy Christian, and the Eagle put a little pose on for the camera. Halfway through the first quarter, Skylar Brown gets the handoff and he breaks not 1, not 2, not 3. Well, you need to break a 5th or a 6th, depending on how your counting goes. He's dragged down at the 10-yard line. Lehman Catholic had to settle for a field goal on that drive, but on the very next possession, it's Nick Rourke to Skylar Brown. Just look, it's so easy. Just walk right into the end zone. Now we're in the second quarter. Rourke finding who else but Brown. Downtown Skylar Brown in for the touchdown, and right before half, Rourke, he's got reservations for 6. He's on a schedule. He's got to get there, and he gets there in a hurry, weaving his way through the defense, 58-yard score, and Lehman Catholic rolls 31-0. So we have a matchup of 1 versus 2, Marion Local versus Lehman Catholic, which has actually been a bit of a rarity so far in the playoffs this year.
In soccer, the Wright State men fall in the Horizon League championship game to Oakland 2-1, so the Raiders come up 1 win shy of the NCAA tournament, and their season comes to an end. The year is also over for the UD women. The Flyers get shut out 4-0 by Virginia Tech in the first round of the NCAA tournament, but certainly a successful season for them, winning the A-10 championship. Well, that's going to do it for this special Saturday edition of Football Friday, but don't go anywhere. Your local news and weather are coming right up. For James Ryder, I'm Eric Elkin. Thanks for staying up with us, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.